I haven't started the Kerbal thing yet. The Kerbal graph. Where is it? Right, the Kerbal graph should be updating now. Should view to a list. Right. I don't know, SP. I can't remember what we were doing last time. Did we launch that glider thing? Ferret. I don't know. I think I might just refuel the ferret, maybe park it at one of the space stations or something. We'll just refuel it. Because I don't know how much fuel it's got. Let's have a look. Yeah, it could do with a full tank, couldn't it? Yeah, it could do some fuel. Then we can use it for contracts, try and get the contract, the money back up to, the funds back up to over $1 million. So if we refuel it first, or we could take Kerbals up and refuel it at the same time, couldn't we? Land on moon. Could do the moon. Land on moon, fly by moon. Yeah, we'll take that. Yeah, I'm just more comfortable using the old one for the time being. Yeah, I'm going to remove these wings back, or maybe attach another wing down here, because I've noticed when we're trying to fly this back, it's not very good. That's why we wanted to do a replacement. I think it needs like more aero further back. Okay, we'll try that. Or could stick. I wonder if we could put a bit more. Put a little elevator on there. What's the smallest elevator we got? Back over there. Just do that with pitch. Alright, alright. Got B4. Yeah, I think B4 is the right one because B3 and B4 are identical because I was messing with something down here. So if we save it. Right, what flag should we have? I've been using the Hyogoken flag because it looks the same upside down. What else? Kerbals. We got these two tourists in there. We're going land. So we're actually landing on the moon. So which Kerbals haven't landed on the moon? Which Kerbals haven't landed on the moon? Oh, so Valentina hasn't landed on the moon. I didn't know. Right. Plant flag on moon. His Tremor says plant flag on moon, but hasn't landed. It doesn't say because others have landed on the moon. It actually says landed on the moon, doesn't it? Plant flag on moon. Plant flag on moon. It's orbit around moon. Right. Jonard. Plant flag on moon. Plant flag on moon. Plant flag on moon. Plant flag on moon. Plant orbit around moon. So Sidlin's going. And Gemtine's going. Okay, right. We'll take them to the moon. Save that. Got repair kits and stuff, haven't we? Oh, we still got those in there. Still got those in there we don't need. Repair kits, repair kits, repair kits, utility, cargo. Yeah, we'll stick them in the command pod. 2 repair kits and 1 EVA experiments just in case. Right. Could you give the tourists something? You can't give the tourists an EVA kit. Oh, you can. Alright, that's interesting. We could do something with that in future. Like they can carry stuff, but they can't leave the capsules, can they? Right, I've got a cup of tea, so I'll mute to drink my tea. Just blocking an advert on the other monitor. Yeah, thanks, Galaxy Bolt. Yeah, now there's got some more data on it. It looks better, doesn't it? Hang on, I'm just going to click. I got the folder where got the graph here, so I can look at it myself because I can't see the screen. Yeah, it looks better, doesn't it? It looks better now. It's got some data on it. Hopefully, when it goes all the way across, it'll look cool, wouldn't it? It'll look cool. Yeah, you were right. It was a good suggestion when you come up with it. It was a good suggestion. It takes up less space than text as well. I'm listening to something on the other monitor, so I'll just start that up again. Sometimes I feel bad for my Kerbals when I know that they could have known that they would die. For this reason, I enjoy flying planes in first person a bit more than I would if I get to feel like that. Yeah. Yeah, I get upset. You know, that's the point of having Kerbals in the game. You don't want to hurt them. Now, if I recall, Kerbal Space Program Squad is a Mexican company, isn't it? But the person who came up with the Kerbal Space Program concept was Brazilian, if I remember rightly. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. And what he did is, when he was a child, they used to make figures out of tinfoil and attach them to fireworks, and they called these figures Kerbals, and I believe that's where it come from. So when you said feeling sorry for those Kerbals, imagine being shot up in a firework or attached to a firework. I believe that's where the concept of Kerbal Space Program came from originally. Right, what we're going to do now is I'm going to take this to one of the space station, get some more fuel, and make sure that it was in Brazil. The squad itself is in Brazil. Where did I get Mexico from? The squad itself is in Brazil. Okay. Was it Felipe comes to mind? Is that one of the guys? No, because he went off and did the RC aircraft game built on a similar sort of system. Because I've been on the Kerbal forums. Yeah, the Kerbal forums just I had a bunch of my posts there deleted. I don't remember if Squad itself was based in Brazil, but I think the person that came up with the original concept of Kerbal was from Brazil, and I got a feeling Squad was Mexican. I don't know. We'll have to ask a bot or something, and then ask Gemini to do research on the history of Kerbal Space Program. I might do that later if I remember. All right, which space station are we going to? We're going to go to in a different space game, SFS. There are no astronauts, just capsules. It's interesting to see the difference between two communities. In KSP, the astronauts are physical. People care about them. Yeah. You don't want to hurt the Kerbals. You know, you panic. Then actual panic comes in when you know Kerbal's in danger. It's like I keep thinking back of a really old stream that EJSA did. He's got a YouTube and Discord. Not Discord, but he's got Discord as well. Twitch channel. Eric Johnson, where he had a Kerbal that ran out of backpack, the RCS fuel, and the spacecraft this Kerbal had to get onto was deorbiting, and he had to get other Kerbals out and then push this one Kerbal to get into another spacecraft as the thing was on a course for deorbiting, and you're panicking. Just things like that. Well, hang on. Cafe Alpha doesn't have that much fuel on it. Spacehawk 1's got loads of fuel, so we'll set as target. Descending nodes, so we've got to go normal. Yeah, because early game, I killed Jeb like within the first couple of days of starting this career stream. Because one of my ideas on this career stream was to if anything happens, and then don't restore saves. But then it happened too frequently, so I just gave up on that and restore saves. Video games developed in Mexico. Okay. Oh, it's on the wiki page. Okay. Yeah, so Squad is Mexican, but I believe the person who came up with the concept of Kerbal is Brazilian. Okay, let me just make sure the video I was listening to on the other monitor is in my reference. Okay, yeah, it is. Okay, let's try and provide a bit more commentary. We need to land on the moon. We only got 2 tourists. Let's land on the moon. Let's land on the moon. Try and concentrate on just one thing at a time. That's what I'm going to do. I got videos to edit later tonight, so I got other things to do. But let's just concentrate on Kerbal for the time being. I finished my tea. Yeah, it was a Galaxy Bolt said earlier. I'm a tea drinker. I do drink coffee as well, but when I'm at home, I drink tea. And oh yeah, I do have a 4th YouTube channel, which is face to camera. I drink coffee on that, but I don't link to it at the moment. Control from here. Right, we got the Kerbals aboard. We got 2 tourists. 2 tourists. So what's it? Bilney and Madsky. Okay, F5, and we're going to the moon. So let's go back to the map view, zoom out, set the moon as a target. Because we need to land on the moon, let's at least change the inclination so that we're aligned with the moon. There's not going to be much of an inclination change. So 0.3 degrees. So that's descending, so we need to do ascending. Wait for it to move around. We'll come back and put the Kerbals on board this. Make sure we got the name right. So it's L116B4, right? Crew deorbiter. So that's what we'll come back to, and then we'll deorbit the Kerbals with that. Descending node. That's a descending node. We need to go ascending, right? Okay, up to here. Yeah, and it has a greater effect the closer we are to the node. But sometimes we may go past it, which is okay. We can always do a burn in another orbit. Just a little bit of throttle. Keep throttling down as we go closer to try and use less fuel. It has a greater effect the closer we are to the node. Throttle down. Cut off. Right. Okay, F5. Prograde, because we'll need to do a prograde burn to get to the moon. Like, there is some sort of rule that when you see the moon across the horizon like that, then you do a burn straight ahead. But I just tend to set up a maneuver node and then do it a orbit in front. So we got that there. Let's try it. So if we do a burn there, if we just keep burning from this point, it should just intercept the moon. Yeah, oh right, you know, do you, Galaxy Bolt? You know about that rule. See, I don't know it offhand. We should intercept the moon there. See, the 2 points are coming together. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. It gets close or close enough. Okay. Yeah, well, it did there. Because that's something I keep forgetting to do, and I just like randomly set up a maneuver node. That's so I've got to try and remember to do that then. Well, there you go. It's got us close enough anyway. Got us close enough. Set the direction of the maneuver. I don't know of a rule like that for Minmus, though. F5. It's usually used by people early on in career without maneuver nodes. It gets a pretty good transfer window, but not entirely optimal. Okay. Yeah, as long as you're early in career, because if you're early in career, as long as you can get like science and stuff by putting something around the moon, put yourself in a sandbox on a 6-degree inclined orbit, and then try to find your own minimus rule through trial and error. Well, I just set up a maneuver node. Um, yeah, well, I suppose there's got to be. I mean, I'd like to come up with my own rules, and but follow a similar sort of thing. Like if we got the horizon of Kerbin, and you can see, like maybe we could be further around or something, further like the horizon or perpendicular to the horizon or something like that. I don't know. We'll try it next time we go to Minmus, if I remember. I'm getting a bit tired right now, and I've been sleepy all day, sleepy all the time, to be honest. We'll bring these Kerbals. We'll get these Kerbals to the moon. We've got to actually land on the moon anyway. Right, get ready to hit X. Go, I'll do. Yeah, I'm feeling quite tired. Oh, maybe I should go down and have one of my coffees because I got two cans of cold coffee in the fridge downstairs. Be awake all night then. Yeah, I gotta get some sleep at some point tonight, and I've got a video to at least edit or start editing as well. Because I did a face to camera video this morning. I was just looking at our satellite down there. It says total transitional concept. Because on Twitch, I've got an IRC box. The back end of chat on Twitch runs on IRC, and I've got an IRC bot that I've had for like 25 years, and I connected it to Twitch's servers, and one of its scripts actually comes up with random names for things, random names for technology things, and total transitional concept is one of the things it came up with. So I'm just thinking while I'm here, thinking that I don't know if you can attach a bot like that to chat on YouTube, because we're streaming on YouTube at the moment, aren't we? I don't think you can you? Because that opens up all sorts of different things, from chat interaction with stream and having stuff on the screen and influencing things. Oh, another thing I was just thinking about now as well. Another thing I was thinking about now is let's get into the sun. I've actually got a contraption around orbit on Minmus that is able to land the tugs. It attaches to the tugs and physically lands them onto the surface of Minmus, and then you can refuel them on the surface of Minmus. And we need to make a newer one of that because it's terribly what's the word I'm looking for? Well, use Kerbal like a verb. It's a very Kerbal contraption that attaches to this, and lands it on Minmus. I'll have to demonstrate that on the YouTube stream at some point. I might have other videos elsewhere which shows the contraption that attaches to the tug and lands it on Minmus. Maybe we can make a newer version for the moon. It'll have to be bigger. And what it does, it attaches to the top, the docking port on the top, and then it's got two arms on either side that've got the ISRU and the mining gear. And it uses the tug's engine. It's got landing gear as well. It uses the tug's engine to adjective. Maybe it's an adjective. Yeah, adjective. Is it? No, an adjective described. Oh, let's not get into the to the subtleties. Yeah, it's probably not a verb, but a very Kerbal contraption. Adjective, is that right? See, I should know this thing. I studied language and stuff 15 years ago. Anyway, we've got a very Kerbal contraption that is on orbit of Minmus. And I'm just thinking maybe we could do another one for the moon. Right. Undock. No, are we undocking? We got fuel. We've got fuel. There's Kerbals aboard. Okay, let's F5. Yeah, because if it's a verb, you'd stick to in front of it. To Kerbal is a verb. So in the way, if a contraption is Kerbal, so an adjective is something that's got an E in front of it, or it goes in front of a noun. I'm making myself look stupid, aren't I? Yeah, adjective is right, isn't it? You're right. Adjective. It's using if something is Kerbal, it's using it as an adjective. Yes. Sorry, I was just thinking. Yeah. A verb is to do something, to run, to walk. So to Kerbal. Yes. Yes. Right. Control from here. Control from here. Start the motors up. Activate. 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 Yeah, I'm not listening to podcasts right now. I'm trying to concentrate on just one thing at a time. Verbs or actions, adjectives, descriptors. Yeah, you sound like you're far brighter than I am. Yeah, see, I'm slow. I'm slow. I'm not very fast. I'm very slow at learning. That's why I'm uneducated. I struggle. I do struggle with talking and doing all sorts of things. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. F5. What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's reduce the size of the orbit to about 10 by 10. Because I believe the highest mountain on the moon is 7,000, and it's 7,700. And the highest mountain on Nimbus is 5,500. Yeah, example of verbs: jump, run, pray, cry. Examples of adjectives are orange, round, costly. So, jump, doru, dobu. Run, hasiru. Pay, harau. Cry, naku. Adjectives: orange, orangey. Round, I don't know, marui. But marui is like going around. Costly, takai. But takai is actually tall, high, or expensive. Sorry, it's going from my language studies from years ago. Right. Five. I am actually considering going back to college, and I've got another tab open from this afternoon where I was wanting to contact a college and see if I can go back into education next year. No, later this year actually, but I don't. I'm not sure about doing it because I am physically slow. I'm mentally slow, and it caused me a lot of problems when I was in education before. And I'm worried about doing it. Like when I did my language studies before, I struggled in the evening classes. And this is one of the themes I talk about on a face-to-camera video I was doing early this morning that I'll have to edit or start editing after I finish this. And I ended up, but I paid for a personal language tutor for 3 years before I could no longer afford it. And I haven't seen my language tutor for be 16 years come next month. And it's upsetting me. I just feel as if I lost out, and I would just wish I had more opportunities and more education, because I am mentally slow. And what I say is not always what I mean or what is coming in my mind as part of my mental health condition. So I'm just looking at this crater and just wondering where the 90 degrees off. I'll do the burn 90 degrees off. You've got to be careful because there's a mountain by here that's quite high. And when I was first learning how to land stuff on the moon, I hit it a number of times. F5. Let's do the burn. Okay. So Valentina hasn't planted a flag on Minmus. It doesn't say where they landed on stuff. It just says planted a flag. Should we plant a flag? I don't know. I'm worried about having so many flags in the game. We've got lots of... oh, we are getting close to the... So you have however many years left in life. Large chunk of us soon. Just try to improve. Notice your faults and try to improve them. Go on Wikipedia, learn. Go to the library, learn. I know I've got an app that I practice every day before I go to sleep for my language studies, and I practice every day. Well, I practice it on the toilet and stuff in the day. We're going to hit that mountain, aren't we? I think we need to do that. Where are we? We're by there. All right, let's do the slow down now. I thought we had, yeah, we did, where's the landers? I thought we had stuff landed on in this crater. There's the flags. Sorry. I was just wondering where my hanky is. It's on the unit beside me. I didn't grab it in time. Sorry. Destroyed your hearing now. Anyone on the... Wasn't it below 3 meters per second? Do a landing below 3 meters per second. Where's the shadow? There's a shadow. There we go. Done. Down. F5. Right, because these Kerbals haven't planted a flag on the moon, we can plant a flag on the moon. Which Kerbal should do it? We got Valentina, Sidlin, Gemtine. I assume Valentina is the commander, so she can go out. Plant flag on Minmus, right? EVA. Oh, we got a. EVA science experiment from this low flight over the moon. We're not going to bother with that. Okay. So, hang on. Sidlin, Gemtine. Let me write this down so I can paste it in. Sidlin, Gemtine. Sidlin, Gemtine. It's a Hugo Ken flag, isn't it? There you go. No, it's not. It's one of my drawings. One of my old drawings, right. And so Valentina, Sidlin, Gemtine, and some tourists. And the day is, where's my phone? It's the 18th. Is it the 18th or 19th yet? Can't find my phone. Yeah, it's the 19th year. It's the 19th. So it's 2026-03 Chukunichi. Who's watching? We had Galaxy Bolt and SRJN. SP, wasn't it? And possible lurkers. We not looking at street. Possible lurkers. Yeah, I don't have the number of viewers up on the screen like other people do because it causes paranoia while streaming apparently. So there we go. And did you will stream on Twitch? Galaxy Bolt 1. Okay. Yeah, I used to sell this one of my artwork. I used to sell these as cards. I used to have business selling cards and merch, and all I've got now is the Redbubble store. I sold my cards and artwork from like 2007 till 2022. And I haven't done any drawing since about 2022 either. Am I the only one here? I am the only one here. Yeah, you're the only one talking now, but SRSP was chatted earlier when I first started streaming. SRSP came into chat, but I don't have the numbers up. But when I'm reviewing the numbers after the stream, there's actually a couple more people than just in chat. There's people lurking, I believe, but I don't have the numbers up on the screen, so I'm not paranoid about performing on screen or anything like that. So I don't bother putting the numbers up. But when I check the stats after the, I think it's about 3 hours or something after I end the stream, there's more statistics come up on YouTube. You can see there's been more viewers at some point. We can always go and edit the flag if you want to edit the flag. If you don't want to be on the flag, sorry, I should have asked first, really. You can always edit the flag. You got a couple of seconds to edit if you want. Oh, this boom is one of the mods I've got. I got a couple of science experiment mods, and that's where this boom is from. What science experiments we got on board? We got this, haven't we? Log gravity data. Oh, there's a little bit of data. We can recover that tiny bit. Keep experiment. Crew report. I'll keep it anyway. All right, F5. Let's get ready to get out of here. It's that direction we got to go in, isn't it? Oh yeah, you probably got access to the figures, haven't you? As you're seeing, you're probably seeing the number of viewers. I'm not seeing the number of viewers. That's what I mean to say. Because if you're watching the stream, you probably should have access to the number of viewers. Where is my hanky? Let me just grab that and I'll mute. I'll do my nose again. Oh, that's better. Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm watching now, so I'm the only one. Okay. Oh, that's it. We've overcompensated. Let's target. Yeah, how long have we been streaming for? 1 hour 28 minutes. Thing is, I'm always starting at midnight, So it means prime time for other countries. I suppose if I started at a different time of day, you get a different audience because you're in the States, are you, Galaxy Bolt? It's a bit low, that is, that 7,000. It's 10 p.m. EST for me, yeah, so just grab my phone again if I can reach it. Yeah, because it's 2:09 in the morning, so it's so you're 4 hours difference. So I believe that Pennsylvania or Philadelphia is 5 hours difference because there's people I know who live there, and I know someone who lives in Chicago, but I don't know if he's any different. So is there another time zone between Philadelphia and where I am? Because that's 4 hours, isn't it? Five. Set up maneuver node. Hang on, I'll read the chat now and just concentrating on this. 0.1, make sure that, yeah, hang on. There's a time zone for each hour, plus a few weird 30-minute ones. I'm pretty sure Chicago is EST. EST. Eastern Standard Time. But if Chicago is further west than Philadelphia, why is Philadelphia 5 hours? Unless I've got it wrong. And it's 4 hours. Chicago's not EST. Sorry about that. Okay. So is there Central Time? All these flipping time zones. Work on Zulu time. It's always the same all over the world. Zero 0.8 kilometers difference. Here we go. That's Eastern, Central, Mountain, and Pacific. Central Mountain. So I assume Mountain is like Idaho, Montana, places like that. Is it Mountain time? What's below Montana? It's Wyoming, isn't it? And then you got Colorado and going down. So Pacific time be Washington, Oregon, California. I assume. Yes. Oh, there's a cat scratching the back of my chair. I'm just going to ignore her for the time being. I'll wait until we get these Kerbals back. I mean, let me check how much treats are in the bowl. Hang on. Yeah, there's a cat that wants attention. She's just woken up. What are we doing? I got a bowl in the wash. I could give her some meat, couldn't I? So I'll tell you what, let's dock these and I'll go see what my cat wants. Little kitty. Oh, hang on. It's not holding its attitude. There we go. Okay, they're docked. Control from here. Okay, I'm just gonna take a short. I'm gonna go AFK for a few minutes just to see what my cat wants. Okay. Do you want me to leave Kerbal on, or do you want me to go to the iCatch screen where we got the cats or cat? Oh, we'll leave the cat on there because it says like I'll be AFK or like I'm on the toilet or something. I'm going to see to her for a minute. She has been appeased. Right, let's go back to Kerbal. Running up and downstairs. Right, what are we doing? We're going to get these back. The cat screen is better, okay. Cat screen is better. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback. Yeah, because it's not like there's much going on the Kerbal screen. You've only got like smiling Kerbals. You're smiling? Yep. Right. Add maneuver. What I do here is I'll look at put this orbit in front. Once we get out of Moon's sphere of influence, I put periapsis on. Get there, and then we see when we get the lower. See how low we can get the periapsis. So it's currently, hang on, stuff in the way. 2741. 2741, 23, 18, 19, 18, 18, 18. That'll do. 1879. That'll do. F5. Whoops, next maneuver. And yeah, we'll do a burn. Oh, look, I forgot to turn off the motors, the rocket motors. Oh, damn it. Making mistakes. Right, hold on, Kerbals, hold on. You know, we could just time warp and stop. Yeah, it was cheating, I know. Shut down engine. Shut down engine. Shut down engine. Shut down engine. Because I got no cross flow on those docking ports, just get the fuel into the other motors. Oops. See, it's not paying attention. One, two, three, four. Right. F5. That's it. Now we're going. Just hope those tourists don't ask for compensation. Yeah. Right, where's... Where is it? Crew deorbital, that's it. Set as target. That's what we need. B4, wasn't it? B4. We test whether our modifications work during re-entry. Oh, we've got to select, got to set, do the inclination change. We'll just bring down the apoapsis so we don't accidentally go back into orbit around the moon or something. We'll get influenced by the moon. Was the asteroid that you acquired on a course for Kerbin's SOI before you captured it or not? I can't remember. It was quite a few years ago now. It wasn't far away. I mean, we could try and get one again, get a bigger one. Because I've already got a thing attached to it which can mine it, but because we captured an asteroid that was too small, we can't mine it. F5. Put it as a decoration next to KSC or something. What? Deorbit a deorbit an asteroid. We'll put it in orbit of Mimas. We could put it on orbit of Mimas, couldn't we? Or the moon. We could. We could do that. We could. Yeah, yeah. Mini bus. That's a good idea. Yeah. Where is it? Is it out here? Iron Explorer. Module pose. What the fuck? Asteroid miner. There it is. There. Yeah, we could do. We'll have to put that onto the to-do list. Right, F5. What are we doing? So if we're almost at the apoapsis, do a retrograde burn. Could have Minimus and Maximus, the small asteroid and a larger asteroid. Yeah, we could. Phobos and Demios. I wonder what it would take to land it on Minmus. Because it's big, it's probably not going to be that difficult to land on Minmus. Rather than just have it in orbit, because in orbit it's a hazard. I don't know. I don't know. Hang on. No, let me do my nose again. Or just build a space station around it. Build a space station around it because we know what it is then because it'll have like you can have names attached. Just build a space station around it. Even if we can't get fuel from it, still attach stuff to it. Mini habitations and that. Turn it into a hotel. Yeah, we could take on loads of tourist contracts and swap out tourists and take each one down to the surface of Minmus. Damn it. Saved. F5. Right, we need to gather all the science. So collect all. Gathered all the science. And then transfer the Kerbals. We'll transfer the tourists. The tourists are over there, actually. We'll transfer the professional Kerbals. Transfer cute. Oh, they are the tourists. Okay, tourists go to there. Transfer crew tourists go to there. And this is the professionals. Right. Valentina, Sidlin, where's the other one gone? Valentina, Sidlin, Bilney, Gemtine. Where's Gemtine? Gemtine's over here. Oh, accident. Okay. Transfer. Right. There we go. Gemtine's aboard. Gemtine doesn't want to go back home. F5. We don't need all that fuel in there. We don't need all that fuel, so we'll transfer some fuel into here. We don't need all that monoprop, so we'll transfer some monoprop. Okay, F5. Right. Then undock. And we've got all the 5 Kerbals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Control from here. That's that. Ferret. Ferret. The tug also has a name. This is tug number 1, Brunel, I believe. Because I got the 3 tugs are named after engineers. We got Brunel, Telford, and Eiffel. On the to-do list, I've got permanent refining facilities on the to-do list, and I wanted to name them after deep mines. You know, like Tower and Unity. Space stations just have random names at the moment. One of them's called L30 because it's the 30th vehicle I made. One of them's called Cafe Alpha, and the other one's called Spacehawk because it's a Spacehawk analog. You would have seen it earlier in the stream how it looks like Spacehawk, which is a fictional space station from an 80s television series. Sorry, sniff, sniff. I'm waiting until the apoapsis and periapsis get to 80 by 80. We'll see if the modifications to this make a difference when we do deorbit. $98, $97, $90. There you go, that'll do. F5. Right, then we'll go to the periapsis and then and then circularize this before we'll prepare deorbit burn. F5. That was 79 by 80, that'll do. F5. Okay, we look for the mountain range. Time warp to the mountain range comes up. Here we go. Warp to the mountain range. Make sure we're retrograde. F5. Okay, F5 again. Right, let's do the burn. Aim for about here. Retract the solar panels, they don't break. Bring up the controls for the fuel tank to change our ballast. We can't, for some reason, I noticed you can't swap monoprop at this point. Oh, so it's got the things turned off. Yeah, we can't swap monoprop. We can't swap monoprop between tanks. Because otherwise we can control ballast a little bit more, can't we? But all right, doesn't matter. We'll just use the fuel tanks in these two tanks for ballast. It'd be nice if there was a smaller tank up here, actually. I mean, we could replace that pod there with a fuel tank, couldn't we? We could. But then it carries less Kerbals. Five. Oh no, we're not going to pull out. We're not going to pull out in time, are we? No, no, no! Oh. Save! Okay. That could have been totally intended. Yeah, that's brilliant. Totally intended to do that. Okay. Now, do we mess around with the recovery vehicle to try and pick this up? Right. No, I clicked recover vessel. I was going to click space center. All right, never mind. Accidentally click recover vessel. Oh, the buttons are close together. My mistake. I was going to go over there and pick it up. All right. Yeah, only 97% of value. Yeah, they didn't get. They didn't go up in. They didn't. They gained XP, but they didn't gain rank. Because in order to get them to gain rank, we have to take them outside as the Kerbin's sphere of influence. We'll clean up after us and bring the launch stage back as well. Okay. 80 by 84 is good enough. Scratch, scratch. There's the mountain range, just by there. was thought about the Kerbal's picking this up and attaching it to something, but I'll just leave it there for the time being. We need to build a bigger one of these. So there. No, we'll just remember. We need to remember there's more science around KSC to gather. Okay, we'll remember that for another time. Recover to the runway. There we go, and get 100% of recovered parts if we recover from the runway. tired. There we go. 100% recovered parts. And we got that little bit of debris there. Recover that bit of debris. Wonder what other vehicles we got. If we got something that can test rover. Local sciencer. What the hell's that? What the hell was I thinking? There we go. That's what we need. That's what we need. Grab a Kerbal on there. Grab a scientist. Will be can take a science experiment. F5. Where's the notification? Where's the notification that was meant to be science? We had it just now. This is where we drove past, wasn't it? Oh, there you go. There you go. Break. EVA report. Alright, get away. Get out. Leave seat. EVA report. Keep experiment. Surface sample. You've collected a sample of the surface. Keep experiment. Review report. I think spacesuit was entirely necessary to get here, wasn't it? She's got a science experiment as well, so keep that. And we will do perform EVA science. Go on. Okay. Watching Asteroid through the EVA science kit was given conclusive evidence the new situation has not improved their creativity. Initial testing of off-world sporting possibility is a go. Not only do the ball flight characteristics allow for some spectacular shots, but real estate prices are currently still a bargain. No science. So there might be other science nearby. Around KSC. Okay. Alright, let's recover this now. Oh! Oh well, never mind. Recover vessel. Sample from mission control, EVA report, EVA science, experiment recovery of vessel that survived flight. Parts, 100% value. Crew will be. Okay then, oh look our amount hasn't got. We brought them back, didn't we? The money we've got hasn't gone up as much as I thought. Let's have a look at the graph. Let's have a look at the graph. Yeah, it hasn't gone up by much, has it? Because I've got a CSV file. What it is, the graph is generated from a CSV file. So it's the 19th. When we started the stream, we had 956,000, and we currently got 934,000. So we've lost money on this stream. Because the 19th today. Okay. Anyway, I'm tired. We've been streaming for 2 hours, 31 minutes and 35 seconds. So I'm going to take a break. So it's currently on the 19th at 3:11 in the morning, and I'm going to go have a sleep. Well, I'll go to sleep. I'll go have a rest anyway. I got a video to start editing, then I can have a rest. Okay, thank you for watching. Good night. Good morning.